By summer, ships started vanishing, deep stretch marks carved into the wood, like the ship itself had been pulled too far. The Marines tried to patrol the Grand Line, but their metal chains snapped overnight, bent and stretched, frozen mid-motion like a stop-motion frame held too long. Nothing was stolen, except crews who laughed too much. They called it the Rubber Captain. Survivors claimed they saw a thin figure on deck, wearing a frayed straw hat, red vest fluttering unnaturally. His smile locked in place, eyes glowing red without blinking. Before I tell you what the last Marine squad found, subscribe if you trust your captain, and like if your best friend would panic first. One officer said the figure never moved, only his arms stretched forward, frame by frame, fingers curling gently. From below deck, a cheerful voice whispered, "Adventure never ends." When they cut into the hull, they found sandals, flags, and hats pressed into rubbery walls, and a straw hat tightening slowly in the dark. The Rubber Captain was never defeated. By autumn, the ocean itself began to respond, waves stretching unnaturally toward passing ships, as if pulled by invisible hands. Sailors reported hearing laughter underwater, soft, cheerful, looping like a broken animation track. Nothing was taken, except anyone who followed the sound. They renamed the threat the Smiling Current. Some swore they saw a body standing beneath the waves, thin and stiff, red vest drifting, yellow sash swaying like it was animated on strings. Before I tell you what the deep sea team discovered, subscribe if you'd sail anyway, and like if your captain wouldn't survive the night. One diver claimed he saw glowing red eyes below, face locked in a wide grin, arms stretching up in slow, deliberate motions. Carved into a sunken mast were the words, "I'm still sailing." The sea never stopped laughing. By winter, something new appeared, a straw hat floating alone in open water. It didn't drift. It waited. Ships that approached froze in place, rigging pulled tight, wood bending as if posed by unseen hands. Nothing was taken, except captains. They called it the straw hat signal. Witnesses said the hat sat low, shadowing glowing eyes beneath, smile never changing. Before I tell you what the recovery crew found, subscribe if you'd grab the hat, and like if curiosity would end you. When Marines lifted it aboard, the hat tightened, like a living thing remembering its owner. The deck stretched inward and arms reached out, moving one frame at a time. The ship was never seen again. By spring, ships arrived at port intact, anchored perfectly, lights still on. No crew. Every deck showed long rubber streaks leading below, as if people had been gently pulled out of the world. Nothing was stolen, except shadows. They named it the Never-Ending Voyage. Dock workers reported seeing a thin figure at sunset, straw hat tilted, sandals planted firmly, smiling patiently. Before I tell you what investigators found, subscribe if you'd abandon ship, and like if you'd stay loyal till the end. Below deck, hammocks were stretched flat against the walls, bodies pressed into them like paused animation frames, scratched into the wood. We're still sailing. That ship left port on its own that night. By summer again, the sea went silent. No waves, no laughter, just dreams. People who dreamed of adventure woke to find stretch marks on their walls and the sound of sandals outside their doors. Nothing was taken, except those who wanted freedom. They gave him a final name, the pirate who never stopped smiling. Before I tell you the last message, subscribe if you still believe in adventure, and like if you think it should have ended. The message was carved into a lighthouse, letters stretched unnaturally. I found everyone. That night, a thin figure stood on the shore, red vest torn, yellow sash hanging, straw hat low, smiling calmly as the lights went out. Monkey D. Luffy was never alone again.